Hey everyone, this is M7 Karu, Artist of Anime, and
I know this might sound weird to you, but I'm not gonna learn from Jersey Boy dude. I'm gonna continue watching my anime, and I will watch it all night.
hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Rant Show. If up front, if the video looks a little different, it's because I'm actually trying to record from my laptop's camera instead of using my phone this time to see if the video quality is a little better. So hopefully this works out, and if it does, I'll continue to use my laptop video camera from now on. With that little tidbit being said, let's get into things, shall we? This time around, I want to talk about what happened at this past TNA Impact on December 19th. For those of you who are not a big fan of wrestling or don't even watch it, TNA Impact is definitely a wrestling brand, kind of like WWE, but in my opinion a little better because it's not filled with as much soap opera drama and gets more to wrestling. Half the time, it still has its moments, unfortunately, but yeah. But I did want to talk about what happened this past Thursday Night Impact, or Final Resolution. Okay, how can I put this? For all of you who have been watching TNA Impact recently, Dixie Carter has turned into a heel manager. Part of this is due to the fact that how can I put this? Part due to the fact that people have been leaving her like really nasty, almost, I don't know, yeah, just leave it, let's leave it at really nasty comments, and so on and so forth about the way she's running the company, about what she's doing, about everything else in general on her Twitter and Facebook, and on TNA's Twitter and Facebook. So she decided to go heel to pretty much say, well, you want me to be the bad person? Fine, I'll be the bad person. Let me just say up front that I was not one of those people who were talking trash on her. I myself do have my issues with her. But all in all, I have never talked trash on her, said something on her Facebook, discouraging or anything. But I do want to say this, and for some reason, however, if somehow she finds this video, Dixie Carter, no offense up front, this is just my personal opinion. I'm sorry, but you, see how can I put this? You don't have the greatest mic skills, first off. You're not good in front of the camera. I'm sorry. Whether it was when you were playing the good guy or now you playing the bad guy, this is just me. This is me personally. It's annoying. I just anytime I see you and you try to act like the bad guy that you are now, it just, I don't know, it annoys me for some reason. Pretty much, put in this perspective, it annoys me just as much as when Vicky Guerrero was the general manager of Raw for a while, and she always came out saying, excuse me, and, cutting off the cameras before the end of a match, and doing all that other crap. It wasn't like a good bad guy role. It just seeing that come out and that happened, and anytime she would show up, it just annoyed me. It annoyed the crap out of me. I knew friends who, anytime she would come out, Vicky Guerrero, at the one point in time, granted, she's just like playing a general manager. Oh no, sorry, she's the general manager on SmackDown now, but she ain't as bad as she used to be. But when she was the general manager on Raw for a while, she was just annoying. I knew, and like I was about to say, I knew friends that anytime she would come out to the ring, they'd turn off their TV till she was done. Like, she was that annoying. And I'm sorry, like I said, Dixie, no offense. I really don't mean no offense by this. It's just that you don't have good skills in front of the camera. You don't have good skills on the mic. That is why this is my personal opinion and suggestion to you. anyone who's a fan of TNA Impact knows you're running the company. We are aware of who you are, so you don't need to worry about that. So my personal opinion to you is, just stay off the camera. We know who you are, and that should be good enough. We appreciate everything you're doing for TNA, and that should be good enough. My personal opinion, whether it be Sting, who's still with the company, or you get someone else, have someone like, unfortunately, I can't believe I'm comparing it to this, but have someone like they have on Raw be like the GM or whatever of TNA. With, like I said, it'd be Sting, because he has half decent mic skills and is good in front of the camera. Or, I don't know, someone else. Have the Pope or someone come back and be the GM. Because, yeah, whatever. Just someone. Like I said, no offense, Dixie Carter, but you just don't have good general skills in front of the camera. And pretty much I'm supposed to be talking about the final resolution this past TNA. You coming out, it annoyed me. With that also being said, with the Feast, I'm sorry, I'm going to be giving a lot of spoiler alerts for anyone who has not watched this past TNA Impact yet, so I apologize ahead of time. But for the Feast or Fire, I mean, I really didn't have any problems with that. I can see why they at least for now they want to get rid of Chavo Guerrero, because he isn't really pulling that much. Gunner as getting a title shot. I mean, whether he wins it or not, I don't see how I want to put this. I mean, no offense to the dude, but does he? I'd rather see him go after the X Division or the tag team titles more than I would the heavyweight, because I'm sorry, dude, no offense, but you're just not that. Not that you won't be in the future. It's just that you're not that caliber yet. So, my personal opinion, I would have liked to see it go to. We'll see then, because Ethan Carter didn't deserve it. So, I would have liked to see it go to someone else besides him. Maybe not anyone who was on the Feast or Fire, but just someone else. Ethan Carter the third getting the tag team title shot. Alright, I really don't care much about him, to be quite honest. Although it's going to be curious to see who he picks as his tag team partner. Maybe the Jersey Shore wannabe dude or whatever. But, Zima Ion or whatever his name is, getting the exhibition, I can see that. I don't have a real problem with that. I know my brother's a big fan of him. So you at least have one fan out there, dude. But I really don't care, so, props to it. Speaking of the heavyweight championship, also, the match between Magnus and Jeff Hardy, all in all, it was a good match, especially that move that Jeff Hardy did off the top of the cage. The Whisper in the Wind, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what it was called there for a second. It was that move. Part was sick. Magnus winning the title, I really don't have a problem with. I guess they do need a heel champion, so Magnus will fit the bill. I would like to see what he says next Impact after giving Hardy that whole speech about not turning over to Dixie Carter, and yet he did. So we'll see what happens with that. But getting off on a little tangent. Not necessarily about what happened this past Impact, but what's happening with TNA in general. See, how do I want to put this? The people that they are making champions, I don't necessarily have a problem. World Heavyweight Champion, I don't necessarily have a problem with, but there are other people I think deserve a championship shot and the title in general. The top tier one is being a person who has actually been the champion before, but it's been a while since he's been one, and that is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, in my opinion, is an awesome wrestler. He moves phenomenally around the ring for being the size guy he is. And I just he's been with TNA long enough that the dude needs a push. He needs to have the title. He still gets the fan pop. People are still chanting, Joe's gonna kill you during his matches. So he has the fan base. I don't see why Impact hasn't given him the title yet. And if for some reason Dixie and the creators at TNA watch this, give Joe the title and have him hold it for more than 3 days. Now that I got off on that, I do want to say one good thing about TNA, and he was on this past Impact. I am glad to see EY back because personally, my personal opinion, he is my favorite wrestler on TNA Impact. Not only because of the goofy side he has, but he is phenomenal in the ring. With that being said, I would like to. I'm curious to see what they do with the whole Joseph Park thing, especially with what happened this past Impact. Of EY trying to convince him that he is Abyss, whether it turns out that he is or has Abyss, a different guy playing Abyss to come out to the ring and surprise everyone. I'd just like to see what happens, especially because considering at the end when he brought Janice out, he was staring as he walked out of the ring. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said though, I am good to see EY back because he is my personal favorite wrestler on TNA. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah. I said this briefly about, TNA not doing so much, but please, for the love of all that is mighty, stop with the drama crap. Stop with the soap opera and get back to the freaking wrestling. What I mean by that is we do not need a half an hour to 45 minutes per TNA episode of people freaking talking. Have more matches. Have the matches longer. That's what most people come to see. They do not need to see someone talking for 45 minutes before a freaking match. Have them say the little tidbit and then get to the wrestling. I'm so sick of, especially WWE more now, with their whole, total divas and their whole BS of spreading the soap opera around more. But TNA is starting to do it now too, and it's just it's getting on my nerves. And this is why I except for maybe the pay-per-views, I really don't watch WWE anymore. It's because just all the soap opera crap of, oh, he broke up with me, oh, I deserve a world title shot. It just annoys the crap out of me. I just can't stand it. And TNA's starting to do it, and it's getting on my nerves. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I think there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. This happened this past one. Oh yeah. Continuing on with, the whole thing with EY and Joseph Parker. They are supposed to have a Monsters Ball between Joseph Park and Ego next week. For all of you who have watched TNA for a while, you remember what the old Monsters Ball used to be like. I am afraid, however, that it will not be like the other one, because I don't see Joseph Park throwing either Kazarian or Christopher Daniels to tacks and stuff that much, just because that's not the type of wrestler they are. So it won't be like the old bloody, Monster Ball matches we all know and love that TNA used to have, unfortunately, and this is slightly going to disappoint me. Because probably most all the way through the match, it is going to we're just going to be seeing Joseph Park, aka Abyss, being driven through everything, and not so much the other team. So I'm kind of looking forward to that match, and I'm kind of not, because I know it's probably not going to be like the old Monster Ball matches. And yeah, that's all in all. all right with how TNA is going so far. I just, like I said already, I just wish they'd get back to the wrestling and not so much of the soap opera crap like WWE is. Guys, just stop. Get back to the wrestling. Take it from a wrestling fan who's been a wrestling fan since probably he was like 6. So, with that being said, that is what I wanted to talk about on this episode of the Rant Show. And now that it's out of the way, I do want to mention one more thing before this video is over. January 25th through the 26th, I believe. I might be a little wrong on the date. There is an upcoming convention that I'm going to called Setsucon. I just want to give you a personal shout out that I will be going to that. So if any of you are a fan of conventions and go to conventions and are going to this convention, I myself will be going. So I hope to see you there. If you do go, I will leave a link below to their website. If any of you are planning to go are trying to plan on what conventions to go to. From everything I heard, this is a good convention. This will be my first time going, however, so I can't really give a general opinion on it. But like I said, from everything I have friends who have gone to this convention before. I've seen vlogs of this convention. From everything I've seen, it is a pretty awesome convention. So hopefully I will see some of you there. With that being said, I believe I posted it up on my Facebook. And I posted it up on Setsucon's forum, and I will probably leave a link for both below too, in case you want to let me know if any of you take me up on my offer. I left a general notice saying that I have already reserved my room in the hotel the convention is being held at. I reserved the hotel room from the 25th to the 27th. So it'll be the day before the con and be leaving the day after the con. But I just left a general notice saying that if anyone, I know one of the things that stop a lot of people from going to conventions that they want to go to is hotel prices. Trust me, I've been there. It sucks, especially with some of the conventions you really want to go to. That is why I left a general notice, and I will leave it on here, saying that if anyone needs help with their hotel room, I am offering my hotel room to anyone that needs it. I did get this hotel room from, like I said, the 24th to the 27th. It is a 2 double bed hotel room, so there will be plenty enough for other people to stay if they need it. However, the max will be only 4. The max is only 4 people, so with myself included, there are only 3 more spots left. So if anyone that is going to Setsucon needs help with their hotel room, and want to take me up on my offer, just let me know in the comments below or on one of the tags I put below and let me know on Setsucon's forum or on my Facebook that you're interested in taking me up on my offer. Like I said, my door's open, guys. If any of you need your hotel room for those that are going to Setsucon, I myself will be cosplaying at Setsucon. I will be cosplaying on Saturday as Vash Stampede from Trigon, and on Sunday it is a toss-up right now. I haven't decided yet, but I'm either going to be Nightwing from DC Comics or I am going to be my Steampunk Surgeon once again, for all of you who kept them up on my vlogs. Still CityCon. So yeah, just wanted to get that out there. So if anyone, like I said, is going to Setsucon and needs help with their hotel, I am offering my hotel room to yins. Just like I said, let me know in either one of the links or in the comments below if you are interested. I am going to be having a charge fee though for anyone that wants to use my hotel room. Do not worry, it is not much. I know most people that offer their hotel rooms charge like $125 per person. For me, it will only be $25 per person because, like I said, I know hotel rooms is the one thing that stops a lot of people from coming to conventions. So while I am charging people to use my hotel room, it will only be $25 total for all 3 days. I think it's 3 days. Yeah, for all 3 days. So it's not that much. So you still have plenty of money to do whatever you need at Setsucon, and in the process, it'll give me a little more money to spend. So just sort of leave that out there. Like I said, leave something in the comments below or one of the links if you are interested. I will also be offering rides for anyone that needs them, like, carpool thing. So if anyone needs a ride to Setsucon there and back, once again, leave a comment below or in one of the links. The only requirement for that is it has to fall on the same schedule as mine is. So you have to be, how can I explain this? You have to be coming in the same day and leaving the same day as me, and preferably have the same hotel as me. So at the hotel the convention's being held at. But like I said, either or, if you need help with the hotel room or you need a ride, let me know in the comments below or on one of the links. Like I said, I will only be charging $25 per person for the hotel room. So it's not that big of a dent in your thing, and you can also still probably afford it. So like I said, just let me know. With that it being said, though, and what I wanted to talk about this week's TNA Impact, that will be it for me. I thank you, everyone who has watched my rant show so far. This will be the last one of this year. I hope you look forward to the next one in January of 2014. And with that being said, this is like I announced on my Facebook, this is my 3 video Friday. So 2 more videos to go. They will be up shortly, so I hope you are looking forward to them. This is N7 Karu, also known as Ars Anime, signing off, and I will see you next time. Much love, and peace!